Hey, as on the impromptu and ad lib as I do, it's Podzabinsky again. I thought I should put up a little short update about the status of the uh, Austedo in that situation or controversy that I've arisen in these posts. Uh, well, the Austedo was I had to, on the 48 milligrams every night in my evening pills. Okay, was putting me to bed like 2 or 3 hours later at the most. So the psych writer said that I could put that to a different time of day so I could get my chores done, which typically has been nights. People who know me know that's true. For 35 years or so, it's been nights all night, usually, unless I have an appointment during the day. So I missed my nights. I wasn't getting my creative flux done, my creative flux for my work projects that I work on around here. You know, so she said I could change it to morning, but then it put me to bed by 10 in the morning or so. And if my aide would have been here, I would have fell asleep on her shift, and I would have missed my appointments in the afternoon if I would have taken it that way on a day. So we decided to split it up. But she was that I'm on the XR to time release, and she said you need to go on Austedo, but it needs to be taken with food. And I said, well, that's hard, but I can adapt to that with some granola bars and, you know, when I get out of bed to eat that much anyway, and wake up enough to do that. I was thinking I could do that, but it would be really challenging for me. When I want to sleep and I take my pills that are made up and go back to bed, 4 minutes later asleep again. So, but she realized that she messaged me back. We exchanged several emails this morning, and the writer and I, and so so she said she really didn't realize it doesn't come in 24 milligram tablets. Two of them a day. What I was taking the XR, the time release, and the regular doesn't come in that. That dosage, the 24 milligram. So I would have to take two 12s twice a day. Is that right? So she says that deal breaker, and I said that's too many pills. Yeah. So we're trying just one every 12 hours of the XR and see. I my thinking was that after a couple of weeks anyway, it should level off to some kind of level, or it's going to be therapeutic in my system. And so that's what we're doing. Different. Uh, as far as the tardive dystonia causing the scoliosis, we didn't mention that today, but I left her with that search result, scholar search on that topic, and I'm sure they're looking at that saying, why did they ever hear of that? Why did they never hear of that before? The dates on those go back to 2014, I know, and I think 2011, and I think it said something about 1998 when this was first discovered. These kind of things were going on with the medications and stuff, side effects. But the dystonia causing scoliosis, I mean, in 1998 they do that. If they knew that in 1998, and that's Institute of Health.gov and whichever branch they are at, their mental health place there, different acronyms or web addresses, but when you Google Scholar Search and find these, they've published a paper on this, and so has the American Psychiatric Association. The scoliosis being caused by tardive dystonia being caused by antipsychotic drugs. So, if they've known since 1998, and current day writers don't have no clue of this, that's an incongruency that's not ethically, I would think, on the up and up there. Thought writers should know this, be educated on this. It may not affect 1 billion people, but it certainly affects a large number of people who are going to have a lot of pain and suffering as a result, like scoliosis causes. I don't know. I don't like it to have to live with it, but it's a fact that just regardless of why it's caused, I'm sure that's my cause in my case. The way I know my own self and my own history of how I've been over the years on those older drugs, antipsychotics, neuroleptics they call them. So anyway, this is another 5-minute update then on. So we're trying the time released version every other day. It didn't put me to sleep this morning, and I'm planning on something tonight we're getting into. So it's not putting me to sleep again at tonight. So I typically had long days and missed my nights. Anyway, that's the difference in what has been changed so far, and nobody's got back to me on the thought of the other. Why is it so obscured? We won't call it kept secret. We'll call it kept obscured from the average clinician writer's eyes, prescription writer's eyes, or the head's knowledge. I mean, what's with that? What's with that? Really, what's with that? Have a nice day, night, whatever, wherever you're at. Peace and love.